Hello and welcome to the video. That's flipped on my camera. I'm at the Nürburgring. We're taking the GT4 for its first ever lap on the Nürburgring. In the last video, you saw me and my friends venture off to Switzerland in our cars, covering a vast amount of distance to experience the best driving roads Europe has to offer, the Swiss mountain passes. Along the way, we visited the historical Circuit de Reims, lived like a local in some proper Swiss villages, and even did some watch shopping, visiting the Omega Museum and finally finishing the night in Zurich. But in today's video, we take our Porsche GT4s back to where they were built, Stuttgart.
Dear Lord, it's loud in here. Heading out? Dear me. Off we go, off to Stuttgart and then the Nürburgring. Deary me.
Always being on the grind. I need a new purpose.
The trip consisted of 2.5 hours of driving along the AutoBahn. And if you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that subscribe button down below. Now let's hit some speed.
168, 4th, 185, 190. AutoBahn, baby!
My eyes don't know where to look. My eyes are just going all over the place. Since we come all this way and it was the 75th anniversary of Porsche the day before, we asked the Porsche Museum if we could park our 3 GT4s outside the front door and take some cool photos. Thank you very much, the Porsche Museum guys, for saying yes. Got a bit of a crowd here whilst we're taking some photos for Instagram at the awesome Porsche Museum. I wonder which one their favourite colour is. It's got to be GT Silver, right? Classic. Once we were done taking the sickest shots at the Porsche Museum, we then headed off to Hockenheim to grab some dinner. That took 1 hour, and then after finishing at Hockenheim, we drove 2.5 hours to the Nürburgring, where we were staying for the night.
Fork. No. It's in the cutlery, it's in the cutlery.
Lovely Italian pizza at the Hockenheim. The ring is not far from here, but we're now heading to the Nürburgring. And in front of us is an SL. This is the first one I've seen on the road. Wow. It looks great in this German environment. Look at that. Plagued with issues apparently, yeah. I think Raz has got one, and it's almost got the. Oh, I thought they were fines, PS5s, but it's a 43.
43.
Brilliant engine, V6. It's the same one that my dad had, C43. Brilliant engine. Yeah, first one on the road. We're now on our last day before we head back to the Eurotunnel, back to the UK. So we're gonna go take the GT4 out for one lap on the ring. So a bit of background here, I've never actually driven on the Nürburgring before. I've watched a few YouTube clips, I kind of know some of the corners right at the very beginning, but I don't know the track at all. And so going out on the track, I just wanted to get a feel for it, I just wanted to say I'd done it, tick that box, that kind of thing. So right here at the very beginning, I'm not going flat out. I do not know the corners that are coming up. I don't want to be going full flat, full send on a straight. then brake, don't know how hard I'm braking, turning into a corner, it could be a really sharp turn, so I'm just ticking the box. So enjoy my 15-minute but shortened pro racing lap. Take a shot every time you see a GT3 with steel brakes.
I don't think I've seen one with ceramics yet.
We were saying off camera, weren't we? They always say it in the videos and online. PCCBs for the roads and steels on track, but...
The community is ceramics, 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 ceramics.
And every car we've seen here is steels, 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 steels.
Yeah, roads, like actual used track cars, steels.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Even the ring taxi, steels.
Yeah, and that car's getting hammered.
It's getting battered every day, steels. It's probably got upgraded brake lines and whatnot.
350 euros as well for a ring taxi in the GT3, which, what was it, under 8 minutes?
Yeah,
you can do it
under
in?
8 minutes. So that's
That
quite
thing would
expensive
fly.
per minute. Well, because the car will do a 6 something, won't it? Like on it when it was closed ring or whatever, so 8 minutes is still bloody quick.
We took 10.
Yeah, about 10. Like on it, you were like,
Yeah, I was...
or letting people pass, blah, 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 but about 10. And you've got to somehow shave 4-ish minutes off that time.
To non-car people, I was only 4 minutes off the record. That's actually really, really impressive. Look who we bumped into.
Hey!
Hampshire photography. Hello,
You
mate.
look very tall.
How are we doing?
I'm alright, mate. I'm alright.
What are you out here in at the moment?
Golf.
Yeah, I've done one lap. I'm done for the day, I think, because it's getting a bit busy, but this loser's going to go out anyway.
It's been a while. Last time we caught up was when you had the M2.
Yeah, that was at Landau. That was a long time. That was
I
over
had the M140 there.
18 months. Yeah, being a bit of a yob. But yeah, good to see you, mate.
Yeah, oh, look, someone's nicked the car.
Oh yeah, does look good. Oh wow, first PCCB's car we've seen. The Nürburgring was amazing. It was amazing to see so many GT3 RSs, the new 992s, the wings are absolutely ridiculous. I think most of the Porsches were all down at the Hockenheim Ring, where the 75th anniversary big event was happening. So actually, the Nürburgring was quite Porsche scarce. Charlie and I had to leave 11:30 to catch the Eurotunnel at Calais for our 8 o'clock slot. And it was going to be a 5-hour drive, including lunch. So we quickly left, hopped back on the AutoBahn, and off we went. Lovely little BMW. Right, it's the end of our trip. I'm eating a Mentos, one second. Just eating a Mento, not sponsored. We're back in Calais, back at the Eurotunnel. It's the end of our massive week-long trip. It's just me and Charlie left. Nor and Holly still cruising around the Nürburgring. Poor Will and Lizzie are in France somewhere. We're heading back and we've had an absolutely fantastic and amazing trip. These cars have been absolutely fantastic. I know they're GT track Porsche cars, you know, they're set up for the track, but on the motorways and the, you know, the really good French motorways and the European motorways, They're smooth, comfortable to drive in. I've been able to recline my seats. I'm really glad I've kind of got the comfort seats, recline them, move about and get really comfortable. And then when we've hit the mountain passes and the Nürburgring, you know, I can turn and dial this up, and this has been absolutely fantastic. The turn in has been brilliant, and these cars have been so enjoyable to drive. It's also been really nice to have a different color on this trip. Normally I'm hanging around with Sevi, who has a Guards red car, so I've had 2 Guards red cars, and mine being GT Silver. It's just been nice to have Charlie's Gentian Blue and just have 3 different colors on the trip, and just feel like we're all the same but all different. Signing out here from me and Charlie. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later in the next video. So we finally arrived home. So this morning, since I left the Nürburgring, I've done 9 hours of driving. We got in the car at 11:30. 421 miles later, I'm finally home with an average consumption of 29.9 miles an hour. Yeah, it's nearly midnight. But my total trip for the whole journey, remember we reset the odometer and the trip. So if we go to the total, I've done almost 50 hours of driving, 2,111 miles, and an average consumption of 28.3. An average speed actually of 44 miles an hour. So there you go. There's the stats of this whole week of my first Euro trip. 2,000 miles covered. I'm now on a total of about 15,000 miles on the GT4. So driven, not hidden, and I've absolutely loved every single second of driving this car.